This is a Force 13 update at 1 PM UK time, 12 PM UTC. This is the view from Force 13 HQ in Greater Manchester, where winds are expected to gust near 50 miles per hour this afternoon, sustained winds around 25 to 30. And of course isn't the highest winds that we're going to see from extratropical storm Ophelia, which only turned post-tropical some hours ago in the overnight hours coming into today. It still has winds around 80 miles an hour. There was a wind gust reported in Ireland not long ago of 96 miles per hour. We'll get to that shortly. First of all, I'd like to show you something rather interesting that's happening over here. This is an image from earlier. We've got a red sun going on in the northwest of England today, and I'd be very interested to hear if anyone else has got that going on in their neighbourhood. But let's now take a look at what is going on. This is Force 13's NAMS page, which is the top link on the bottom of your screen. You can access it, and this will have the latest updates on Ophelia as it continues into Ireland. The next update will be at 3 PM UTC, 4 PM UK time. That's the storm there moving into Ireland, and underneath we have the actual update. There it is, Category 1 hurricane equivalent, but it is extratropical. There's quite a distinction there, and it's likely to weaken quite substantially as it moves into Ireland and off towards the northeast. It's moved west of forecast in the last 24 hours, which means that it's just grazing the western coast right now. Earlier we were thinking that maybe it would make landfall near Cork, but it appears now that Cork is on the eastern side. Doesn't really help things very much because the strongest winds are on the eastern side of the storm. The heaviest rainfall will be on the western side of the storm. Most, if not all of it, will be at sea. There's the information just to briefly go over that. Post-tropical storm Ophelia delivering hurricane force winds to Ireland, 51.5 north, 10.4 west, 80 miles an hour winds, 130 kilometers per hour, 969 millibars. Those winds are sustained, and that weather station at Roche's Point recently recorded a gust of 96 and sustained winds of 69. The Norwegian Meteorological Institute has issued a heavy rain warning for Hordaland, Nordland and Rogaland, Norway, as a result of this storm. Gale warnings are still in effect in Spain, France, all of Ireland, and large parts of the UK, particularly along the Irish Sea coasts. Heavy rain warnings still in effect for Portugal and for those parts of Norway. And it turned post-tropical early this morning, likely to deliver hurricane force winds. Let's take a look at the UK weather map now at this point, just to show you the latest in what's going on. All of those yellow areas are the high wind warnings. That's for winds of over 40 miles per hour in the next 6 hours or already occurring. So we're advising for those, all of those yellow areas. The orange areas there, that's for hurricane force wind warnings. So hurricane force conditions are expected or occurring within the next 6 hours. Out at sea you can see those various shades of sort of purple. The lightest shade there are small craft advisories. That's for winds less than gale force. The medium colour there is for a gale warning, so that's winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour, to 60 actually, and the storm warning is 60 miles per hour and above. The grey areas are for wind advisories. That's for less than gale force winds, but still significant winds of over 30 miles per hour expected in the remainder of England there, including London. And the red areas are special weather emergencies. There's 2 of those right now. Now, the one marked with number 2 is in the south there in Dorset, and the number 3 is the one in southern Scotland, Dumfries and Galloway. Same reasoning for that special weather emergency. There's a high wind warning and a flood warning in effect in both of those areas. You'll want to check locally about the flooding specifics, but most of it is coastal flooding that's likely occurring along the southern coast of England and the southern coast of Dumfries and Galloway, Scotland. The winds are expected to continue off towards the north as time goes on, and a lot of these areas that are still in the sort of grey-brown colour there in Scotland may turn yellow later on as the storm continues towards the north. But that's the current situation right now, and you can keep track of both of these pages on our website, force13.com/NAMS for this page, and /UK Warn for the latest UK map, which will be updated throughout today. That's all for now. Stay safe during this almost tropical storm, but it isn't. Extratropical storm Ophelia battering the coast of Ireland.